What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and before we get started with this video, I want to just point out the fact that first off, I don't have a webcam recorded in this video because it was before I actually got my webcam, so that's why. So after this video, I'm going to start using the webcam to record this. That's number one. And number two, if you are seeing any sort of like things in the bottom of the corner of the screen that say something like Vegas 13 creation or whatever, it's something like that. It's a blue squarish thing that sort of sometimes pops in the bottom of the screen. I don't know how often. Don't worry about that because I'm trying to test Sony Vegas out to see how I actually like it. So I'm going to see after, if I produce this video, if I actually like it. And if I do, I'm going to upload it with that just so that I can get an idea. So I know it could be a little bit annoying, but I want to get some feedback on what you think of how the video quality looks using this trial version of Sony Vegas, because I've been trying to figure it out, but it's another confusing story. But basically I wanted to try out how Sony Vegas looks, and that's why you're seeing that on the bottom of the screen if you were wondering. But anyways, we're gonna get right back into this video, and yeah, that's it. What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and we are bringing you another episode of the map walkthrough series. We're gonna spawn in here with the Atlas. I'm trying to remember what map this was. Yes, this is one of the maps that I played a little bit of, but I haven't played a lot, so this is going to be a little bit interesting to walk through here and see things for our first time, because the first two maps I played a little bit more than a lot of the other ones, so I kind of knew like where lots of the stuff was. But anyway, this is the Atlas spawn area, I guess it is. We're going to check out what the Sentinel spawn area looks like on this map, and I guess it's in this general location, so you know, you got like a difference of sides there. It's basically, it looks like a square map if we could take a look at the mini-map here. It looks small. It doesn't really say here what the size of the map is, but I played on this one, I think, like one time or two or something like that. And it looks like a small map, but don't let the map fool you, because, like, look at this area, like, right here. Like, it looks like a small map, but this is, like, more assault rifle range than anything else. So, anyways, let's just start off in this area, and we'll see how we go. So this seems like a nice corner to start off in. So apparently here you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 ways to go. You could come up here on top of this rooftop. You could go in here through this doorway and, you know, take people out that way. You could come in through this window, but this is basically the whole same building. Or you could go this way, out this way to that way, but it all depends on where, you know, like the hard points are and whatever, if you're playing an objective type of game. Now if we come on top of this roof here, this is probably the best bet, because like I mentioned in my last episode, height always matters. So even if somebody's there, you're probably going to have a height advantage over someone who's hiding behind there, just because height always wins, like I keep saying every video, just to make sure that we can understand that. So I'm trying to figure out how I should work this. I think I'm going to go around that way, come this way, or maybe I'll go around that way in the middle, and then go back around this way, because I'm trying to think. Okay, so anyways, let's head off this way. Now, you can see we go through this building here. Like this map kind of seems a little dreary at first, but the colors in this game are really nice. They're kind of like Treyarch games, if you could compare it to that. So, you know, even at the dreary kind of maps like this, like where the dirt is, you know, it still looks pretty decent. And basically, I did not know you could get on this ledge, but oh, that's a barrier right here. You can't get out of there. Okay, so at least they didn't make it so you can, you know, obviously get out, because that'd be the end of the map. But this area, this actually right here seems like it could be a little bit cheap, because if somebody's sitting like right here, you know, you could probably just get an easy kill right off the bat right here, because you've got a full advantage of the map. Because if there's a couple of teammates down there, you know that they're in this your teammates are in this building, so you know, you got really an overall area advantage over this area. So let's see what else there is. So we came from that way. You could, is there windows here? Yes. You could probably, can you actually get up to these windows? I'm gonna try it. I don't think you can. I think they're just a little bit too high, to be honest. I think they are a little bit too high, so you can't get up to those windows. But if you go along this way, you can obviously get back to where we spawned. So actually, let's not do that, and let's head back into here. Whoops. Alright. So now we're in here. We already came up to this area, so now we can walk outside. And, you know, basically, like, this area right here gets you back to that spawn. So this is basically just like a giant kind of more open area. There's like a random piece of cover here. You know, it's obviously even on both sides. I just saw because you know, it got the benches here, so you're not going to be like up against the wall on this side, and there's benches here. Like, that just wouldn't make sense. So you've got a random piece of cover there that could be useful, but it depends on where the hard point is and stuff like that. If you have like a sniper here, I could see that you could probably pick someone off there and maybe up there. Let me try. Yeah, you could probably pick someone off up there, but like I said again, if somebody is hiding up here or on this ledge, they have a height advantage. You'll probably lose if you're down there. So you know, this game especially is all about really air stuff. So moving on, we're going to be looking at the middle of the map is in this building right here, Power Station 14. So we're going to be getting to that in a little bit, but first off, let's actually head this way, and this is one of the other sides of the map. This is the complete opposite side of the map from that other side of the map. So you could obviously get on top of this roof here, and this roof, actually, this is actually a little bit better because if you get up there, you could, and if someone's up there, you could just go like this and pop him from there if he's still sitting there, because there's no cover there, and even if he runs back inside, you could still see that area pretty well, or he comes down that way. The only way you wouldn't see him is if he's like hiding behind there and maybe goes a little bit lower out that way, but that's the only thing that I could think of. So this building is actually pretty useful on the top, coming around this side. Can you actually get in the building? Let's see, is there a way in? Yep. And there's no windows here. The only window is this window, which is actually pretty actually, this is a really good sight line, because when we get over there in a minute, I can, you know, show you that with a sniper that this is probably going to be a good sight, because in there is a hard point and momentum objective. I believe there's both of them are in there. So if, you know, someone's trying to like shoot you from that way, then you have like a full aerial advantage to this building. Actually isn't that bad at all. And if we head around this way, this is obviously just an outside of the map. They actually did a really good job with you know, putting stuff outside the map, because sometimes I don't know how far out of bounds you can get if you're like spectating, or can you spectate in this game? It doesn't look like it. I don't know, but you know, I remember in the older Call of Duty, you used to spectate, and if you went 10 feet out of the map, then the whole map would be like pixelated. But anyways, I mean, that's just an obvious look of it. So now we're going to head into the middle. Might as well show off the middle now. So this is Power Station 14, and it is completely even inside. So you can see, as I can see too, let's see if there's actually something over on this area. There's not, but I'm trying to think, because this is not a door, this is a wall. This is a wall, so you got even walls, even doors, and you've got even cover too, because this cover is right here looking that way, and this cover is right here looking that way. It seems like this one is more of on a diagonal versus this is a straight one, but they, you know, they both provide the same amount of cover. If you could like look at it, they both provide a very nice little range of cover. And this one I think I actually like a little bit better, because if somebody's like hiding, or if there's like so many enemies rushing around the corner, you could take cover like this. You could go prone and then pop up like this. But on this side, you know, if there's people coming in there and you go prone, then you're going to be seen from this side. Here, you got kind of like this wall in between you. So, I don't know, this side seems a little bit, tiny bit better. But anyways, this is the middle, usually where the hard points are, and if you jump across there, obviously this is where we spawned in. So you could access this area from almost anywhere. So, you know, there's really nothing more to talk about than the middle of the map area. Now we're going to get into the sniping building, which, as we mentioned before, if you remember up there, across there, we're going to get into that in a second. So let's actually backtrack a little bit. So we were here before, and this was the outside of the map. And if you come this way, this is just like an open area. So, you know, there's really nothing else. But what's in here? Create. Did I shoot that, or was that just there? I might have actually hit that. I don't know. Maybe. But this building serves no purpose. There's no windows in it. And let me see if the top, actually the top has some No, you know what? Never mind. It doesn't, because the rocks aren't. I thought these were sandbags. The rocks and the tires don't come up high enough. This is a terrible idea from just looking at this. Don't go up on this building, because the only real cover you have is this area right here, and you can still be shot by a sniper or some like assault rifle on that roof. Even though you've got cover from that area, you're just not even in full cover even from that side. So this is just like a big waste of a building. So don't even try and like take cover on that. We went through the back here. This is probably another spawn point, because this is another side of the map. And then we have this big building right here, which is very interesting, because this is what we're going to get into now. So down here, all these doors you cannot get into, so there's no reason for this downstairs area. And then if you go up here, this is the interesting part. So you got 2 windows, and can you actually get on? Yeah, you can get on here. If you're being shot at from both sides, you could probably take cover here instead of like trying to like duck down and being like shot through the wall, because it doesn't look like it is a very bulletproof wall. But anyways, if we could take a look down here, you could see that window before is where we saw the sniper line, and if you take a little bit of shots from it, the snipers or assault rifles even. I don't know why I keep saying sniper, but assault rifles can pick each other off at that range, so it is very balanced on both sides of the map. And you could hop out this area and flank someone that way, but I'll get into that in a minute once we're done talking about this window and this giant piece of cover right there. This area I'm going to talk about as well in a minute, but basically that is the Atlas spawn that we looked at before. And then there's obviously the building that we went into before. So what I could see from here is that this window and that window are basically identical. Is there a door here? There's a ladder here, so it's a little bit different on this side than that side, but that's okay. Obviously, ladder is going to be better because door is open. Ladder is, secretive, kind of. There's no door. So, ladder is obviously better. And there is a hard point I remembered right in this area right here. And this area, if you have this side of the map control, then all you have to do really, I don't think you could take it from behind here. I think they, didn't do that. But you could take it from here. So if you're helping your teammates out, you could take cover behind this wall, and vice versa. Obviously, you could take cover here, and your teammates could help you around this wall. Now, here's where this comes into play, because this is a terrible idea. Obviously, I'm only doing this to show this off. Don't go on top of here, because you're open on all sides. Obviously, you could tell that's just a human thing to just know that. But if you're up here, like I said before, this cover isn't going to be good if you're shooting people that are up there. But, however, shooting people down there, this is just going to work out so great. Even if you can't get the advantage from right here through the fence, you could just hop up here and take out whoever's there, because you're going to see both sides, and if you don't, then you could just do this and obviously take them out. So this area isn't useless, but if there's people up there, don't expect to just you might have an advantage because they're almost the same height, but they're not exactly the same height, so they might have the advantage. And plus, they have more cover up here because you've got this cover, and then they can just do this and switch over to this cover and just keep swapping like that over there. And anyways, we are back into the spawn now. We already went through this building. This is basically it. That's the middle building there. So we're starting back off, and we are here and home free. So I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope that you enjoyed the map walkthroughs and the Advanced Warfare gameplay. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare content. I already mentioned that the DLC is going to be played when that comes out in this playlist, so I'm probably not going to mention that anymore unless we get close to the DLC. But anyways, I'm Ninja Geek. I'll see you on whatever my next video happens to be. I'm out. Peace.